All right, Math 1, your final benchmark, number 19. Use the information given to answer questions 19 and 20. An auto manufacturer plots the total number of cars that it has manufactured Y each day X for the first 10 days of the month on the graph. All right, so it's telling you this is the first 10 days of the month, okay? So what are the most appropriate units for the rate of change in the graph? All right, so what's the most appropriate units? All right, so total cars manufactured over how many days? All right, so if you think about independent and dependent, you can choose how many days you are going to work or somebody makes you work, and the total cars are dependent upon how many days you work. So days are independent. How many cars are made depends on how many days are worked. All right, so if we go down here, what is the most appropriate unit for the rate of change? We're not dealing with just cars, and we're not dealing with just days. So we can eliminate A and C, and we can say, are we doing cars per day, or are we doing days per car? Well, this doesn't really make sense. This says the number of days depends on the number of cars. No. So the number of cars manufactured depends on how many days are worked. So B would be the correct answer here. All right, since number 20 goes with this, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it as well. So number 19 was B, and let's see if I can get number 20 on here as well. All right, it's going to be kind of small, but it's looking at the same graph here. If the auto manufacturer has manufactured 170 cars the first day and 1,280 cars by the end of the 10th day, what is the most appropriate scale for the graph? So if you look at the graph here, it tells us that the days are 0, so this is day 1, 2, 3, up to day 10. All right, so the days go by 0 to 10. It already said that. And then it says the auto manufacturer did 170 cars the first day. So on day 1, that was 170. So this is probably about 150. And then I would say the next one is 300. And then 450, that would be 600. 750. So this would be 900 and 1200. I just kind of wrote each. I kind of skipped one because it'd be too small and hard to read. So, all right, so if we look at that, then it says the x-axis could be labeled from 0 to 10. Okay, so that's accurate with a scale of 1, and the y-axis could be labeled 100 to 1500. All right, well, if it's labeled from 100 to 1500, I don't think it's going to have enough. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'd be 100 to 1000, not 1500. So that one's not correct. The x-axis is 0 to 10. Okay, that's good. And the y-axis could be labeled 0 to 1500 with a scale of 150. Okay, so that's kind of what I went by, because if this one is 170, which was given, then that's a little bit above that line, so that would be about 150. So that's going to be that most accurate. This one says the x-axis goes from 0 to 1500, so the number of days does not go from 0 to 1500. Both of those can be eliminated. So answer 19 was B, and answer 20 is also B.